Shot. That. Debris. Debris. The place we go to chill and get relief. Debris. Where we keep it real with all our beefs. Peace. Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Ah. Sheesh. I'm Shot. I'm Zach. Cigar Lounge, where we spend most of our time at. Folks come through, we see where they mind at. I'm bound to say something crazy, might have to rewind that.
For the most part, that's there. So
Right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If that's what women do, or men do, to call me women, single men, single men,
Put it out there.
single men,
You got to be single.
single men.
Have you ever dealt with someone as a result of the cigar community?
A sneaky link, that's what you asking?
No, not sneaky like, but
Have you ever dealt with?
that sound just told them.
But it was like,
I'm sorry. I was like, what was that question again? Say that again.
I said-
yeah, she heard you. She heard you. Trust me, she heard you.
Just a recap.
Have I met a nice gentleman?
Have you dealt with someone in the cigar community?
Yeah. I have.
Okay.
I have.
And it's not me. This is my dog.
And it's not your
This
this is my guy.
This is my homie.
My homie.
You know what I mean?
No, I have. My preference now is to kind of like, I don't know. The world, the cigar community is so freaking small.
It is.
It's just so small. It's just so small. It's crazy. But yeah, I have. I met some really nice people. Some of the people, even the women that you see me around, I met all of them through coming out to this stuff.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's not one person that. Now I may run into people at these events that I've known for years. Like Bruce and I grew up right next door to each other.
Shout out to Bruce.
Shout out to Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
Bruce and I grew up next door to each other as kids, very close to his sisters, his family, everything. So when I saw Bruce, and I'm like, yo, and there's other people that I have seen that, that I grew up with, that I knew for years. But any female that you see me around, I met good women, I met good people from coming to the events.
Yeah,
Yep.
some good people.
Yep, I met some really good friends from the cigar community. I met good guy friends from the cigar community. And I got a new one in Zach. Yeah, so yeah, I like the community. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Nice. Talking to me? You want me to go? Okay. I wanted to ask this question.
I'm gonna sit back.
Because this is the brief.
Break
And
it down.
sometimes we keep it brief, but there's other times that we get into it.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that.
So last week we had a show. The show was about polygamy, polyamory, polyamorous, whatever you want to say.
Salute to you. I can't pronounce it. Go ahead.
Okay, I did my research. And I read a little bit.
Take a swig of my water.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah. We don't know.
Allegedly.
We don't know. She told us
Allegedly.
it's water. She telling us it's water. She
Allegedly.
laughing a little bit too hard. But
That's
it's
why
just
you
water.
irks my soul. I
This is good.
Allegedly. Continue.
Come on, Zach.
So,
all right.
so we about to get into it. So, it's statistically speaking, it says that there's a low percentage, between 3 and 5% of people who actually practice polygamy,
All right.
right? As a woman, as a black woman, what do you feel about that? Is it something for you? Is it something that you thought about before? Is it something that you've been into before? Give us a little bit on how you take on it, because it's interesting. We got a woman on here tonight, so we need to find out the ladies' perspective.
I don't think it's anything wrong with it. I hope nobody in my community, like my friends and family, get upset with me. I don't think it's anything wrong with it. It's to each his own.
Okay.
It's to each his own. And if it works for who it works for, yes. However,
However.
Stacey D. Jackson.
Uh-oh.
No, don't work for me.
Not for
It
you.
doesn't work for me. Only because, first of all, no, it doesn't. This is why it doesn't work for me. I need my person to be really tuned into me, and me really tuned into him. I don't need us sharing him, him having to share his energy, his space, his time with anybody else, regardless of how well me and that person get along or not. No, I'm not interested in that. That wouldn't work for me. And I would probably be a little jealous.
Okay.
I would.
So that comes down to that a little
It
bit.
would. I would say, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not even going to front and pretend like I wouldn't be. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that doesn't happen in those relationships or that it do. But for me, I do know that, listen, like I said, I grew up the only girl in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had to share my bedroom unless somebody in the family had to come stay with us for a little while or something, and it was an aunt or cousin.
Right.
But no, I'm not sharing. I'm
Definitely spoiled.
Yeah.
Definitely spoiled.
Is that spoiled? Okay.
Only girl in the house, you was definitely
Yeah.
spoiled.
Now that you put it that way, I'll probably
Definitely spoiled.
It's not spoiled though.
Yeah.
What I would definitely say no. It's
Say no,
definitely
not
not
for you.
for me.
Okay.
I'm not sharing. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
I'm
Gotcha.
not. I'm
Yeah.
not. And I know people who that is for them. I know people who.
That's gonna be my next question.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna be my next question.
What's your next question?
You were ahead of me on
Okay.
that.
All right, girl.
But I like it. I like where you're going at with it. So I believe that even though it's a small percentage for what they say statistically, I don't know where they get these stats from. And they say it's a small percentage.
Mm-hmm.
My question would have been, what are the people that you know that are involved in it? Are they married? Because they do say that when these people are married, that it's a very high percentage of divorce, a little bit over 92%, which is very high because of those same things that you just spoke about, not having that cohesiveness and really coming down to not wanting to share no more.
Yeah.
Or the researching.
I love it.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia brain.
I love it. I love it.
Easy. Encyclopedia Zach.
My man.
I would say it's not. I don't have a large number of people that I know that are into it, but I know that the people that I know. They say, and it's more than one person. They've basically all said the same thing. They don't feel like there is I feel like I have one person. I have a person. There's a person for me. There's a person for me, and I'm a person for somebody. The people that I know that this is what they're interested in, or whatever, they feel like they believe that there could be more than one person that's for them.
Right.
And they're okay, and they're very confident in who they are. Beautiful, intelligent people, highly intelligent people, successful people, but that's what works for them. Now they're not married, and the few that I know right now, they're not even actually actively in a relationship, but they have been. They have been in a polyamory. Am I saying it right? Polyamorous relationship. They have, and that is something that's their thing.
Really? Now I have a hypothetical for you.
Hypothetical
You gotta
him.
come to the hypothetical.
Hypothetical him. He's
So
back.
my new name, I'm giving you a shirt that say hypothetical him on it, so people can understand.
You're welcome.
So hypothetically speaking, right? Stacey D. Jackson.
Yes,
D
sir.
stand for don't share.
Don't share. I like it. So hypothetically, if you lived another life, right?
Yes.
And you're not this Stacey that you are today,
Yeah.
and you had a different idea of what life is, and polygamy was a part of it. Do you see the other side of Stacey D. Jackson getting into that?
Yeah, I do. But she would have to. It'd be her with two husbands. See, it wouldn't be.
So that's what I was
See,
gonna
I
ask.
don't have me with two husbands.
Two
Because
husbands? Why two
listen,
husbands?
why do I don't? Isn't it supposed to be? Is this a
Polygamous?
polyamorous
Polygamy?
relationship? Why does it always have to be that the man, and I'm saying that it'll always be because I do know that there are probably like some situations where the woman has the two husbands, but who's to say it has to be the husband with two wives? Why can't it be the wife with two husbands? That was so work. Now I promise you on everything. I think that might work for me.
So then you changed it.
I'm starting to think about this thing.
So you changed
Wait a minute.
Hold on, so what happened? Just a few minutes ago you said no way.
I think this might work.
200.
It was the water.
Yeah, it was the water.
The water, the alleged
Let me
water.
take another sip of water.
Oh.
So all right, so we gotta get into that. Because
This is people. This is the
it's
flip side of the
hypothetical.
hypothetical.
Right? The other side of Stacey.
Husband, if you out there, I really just want one.
I hear you.
In case I need to.
So what do you feel will work for you? Is it because you got two support systems? What do you think is fly about that?
I think I am a little bit more complicated than than I may appear on the surface.
Okay.
And meaning, I do need some of the things that I know that I personally need, and I think some people think it's impossible for me to have. I do think I'll meet people where I'm like, okay, he got this, and he got this, and he got this. If I could just put all of it into one arm, yeah, I'm rocking, right?
Right.
So one could really be the. They both do like to be providers. Let's be clear. I was raised with a strong provider.
That's true.
So I can't see me doing anything less than that. That would make sense. And I still handle my business too as a woman, right?
Okay.
So definitely want providers, head of the households. I'll listen. But I really would like, if I did that, it would be that one of them is more emotionally intelligent. It's very rare that you might get two.
Man with sensitivity.
You might get 2, 3 y'all in the same room. Just joking, but
Wait. What?
I'm joking.
It's the hypothetical side. Right.
That's my hypothetical side.
Right.
No, but some men aren't as in tune to that emotional and sensitive side and still being manly because, like, my dad is like that. And my dad is my very best friend. But my dad has always been a provider, the fixer. And he's not that, I think he's gotten mushier as we've gotten older and he's gotten older. But that's what I saw, like, handle the business. We never went without. We may not have always had the best of everything, but we had a nice home. He was a great provider and took care of everything.
Right.
But coming out of relationships, I understand that there's a big part of me that needs my heart nurtured too at the same time.
Okay.
So I had a husband who's really content to that part of me. And then the other one, both of y'all still got, handle your business financially. But then the other one is like, that's more my thing, baby, what you need, I got you, da-da-da-da. And this one's sitting down at the end of the day, like, so how was work? What happened? What's going on? How you feeling today? You all right? Like,
More like a support
more
system.
of a support system, more emotionally in
He's a
tune to
friend.
me.
He's a friend.
Yeah, he sound like he on
He
the
sounds like a
side.
girlfriend.
He sound like a third party.
Well, I'm saying,
I need my third party.
The door be closed on him.
Third
Like, yo,
party.
we be back.
You're up third
We
party.
be back. And he's out there with tears in his eyes.
Right.
While
On the
she
step, on the
enjoying
front
herself.
stoop.
No.
Right.
why y'all doing that to my second husband? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's what you said.
I'm saying.
Your second husband's
Emotional
a dude.
support, and he's there for you when you need him. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be that guy.
No, I don't want to be that
I
guy.
want to be that guy.
He get no perks.
On the outside looking in,
He get no
Yes.
perks.
like my man, he get all the love, and I'm the support system.
Been getting the perks too.
You gotta sit back and watch.
Man, this is horrible.
Can I get in? No.
First of all, we all not here romantic things. It will be a schedule.
A schedule.
This is just
Well, that's how
hyper.
it
This
works.
is totally hypothetical.
Right, okay.
It's a free fall. Ain't no schedule. It's going in. That's why it's supposed to be 2 women and 1 man.
That ain't happening. That's so not happening in my house.
But to each his own. To each his own.
If we
Yeah.
did it, hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
it would definitely have to be that I had 2 husbands.
Right. Okay.
If I
So one for emotional support. He cooks, he cleans, he makes sure that you got gas in your car. And the other one, what's his role? What does he do?
He's doing. He is doing that. He is doing
Knee
that.
slapper.
Be specific.
He's a knee slapper. That's what he is. He makes you laugh. That's what that means.
No, that's the other guy.
Oh,
He's the emotional dude.
He makes you laugh harder.
No, the emotional guy's the guy that make a laugh. But what's the other guy role? What he doing?
I feel like he would be the one that made like the major decisions for our household.
What? Why she's trying to go away from it?
Yo.
No.
It's cool.
I don't want to know about
No. She survived.
She survived?
She survived. She's defeated right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So okay.
Welcome to the brief, baby.
So okay. So listen, there probably would be one. So let's be okay. I see where you're going. Let me stop. Okay.
Oh, I'm just asking.
Okay. There will be one who I would probably have more chemistry with.
Okay. That's what I'm talking
More of
Interaction.
with and yeah, it'll probably be one that'll probably be the one that's more aggressive, more assertive.
Oh,
But then my other husband, we are going to watch a Netflix series together.
Oh, we already know what he for. Yeah, we already know.
Watch all the chick flicks
He's
with you.
literally Netflix and chill.
No, he's literally.
Yeah, literally
Chilling.
like chilling. You know what
But
I
I
mean?
think
that
that's
dude-
sexy too, though.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
It's a good mixture of situations.
That's
Right.
crazy.
But there is going to be one dominant male in this situation.
Exactly.
Right. So
Exactly.
that, he gonna be the king.
Exactly.
You know, the other one's gonna be the pawn. But they gonna have good equal roles because
I want them to get along.
Yeah, they
I
got-
want
they
them
got-
to be friends.
they gonna
This is
fight.
all hypothetical.
They fight.
they
I want them to get up. They would have to get
They gotta get
along.
along.
They would
Okay.
The sensitive one gonna shoot the dominant.
be. No, we're not doing no shit.
Bam!
No, they all.
He felt outcast.
No, because we would go on dates together. All three of us.
All
would
three
go,
of us?
Yes.
You
we
pay
would
him?
get- Who?
Mm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that like that.
That's a
Yes,
good
I would pay. I could
You
pay.
okay?
Now listen, let's be clear. You just hit.
You don't pay?
Yeah, I can pay. I can
Okay.
pay.
You pay? You take men out on dates?
I mean, I offer, but you know what? I've dated men who that won't take it. That'll be
Yeah,
like,
well,
I've offered, and I've offered to pay the tip.
Okay. How does that make you feel as a woman?
What?
You know, where a guy, if you're literally saying, you know what, babe, I got it, or hey, friend, I got it, and they say no, you know, does that make you feel a little, what's the word that I'm looking for? Would that make you feel a little uncomfortable because they don't do it, or is it okay?
No, no. So if they allow me to, if I'm offering it, first of all, I'm a giver. I really am. All jokes aside, I really am a giver. And if I wanted to, I will offer and I will pay if the person would allow me to do it.
Okay.
But if they did not,
I mean,
I would find another way to gift them something, like whether I pick up a candle. I'm the kind of person that
Pick up a
once, y'all,
you said candle?
yeah,
I
y'all.
like candles.
You do? Was y'all about to say yeah?
Candles are great.
Because y'all men really be into these scents and stuff, big time.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Even with the beard, love the beard, child, love it.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, salt and pepper. It's in.
Right.
Sorry, it's in, right? But
Got a
if
little
you,
ways to go.
yeah, you pick up a beer bomb. Like you do, I would do little things to let my person know that I'm thinking of them. So it may not be that if they don't let me pay for dinner, that's fine. I'm going to do things for them anyway. And I'm not a selfish person. I'm not. I am a giving person. But a woman likes to be treated well, but we should be treating y'all well.
Each other.
Yes,
Right,
it should be,
right.
and that's where I feel like the art of dating and really getting to know each other is lost because just going out to dinner all the time, that's not a way to really,
Right. You gotta mix it up.
mix it up
Yeah.
to get to know somebody.
Yeah,
But
gotta mix it
I don't
up.
have to, I don't have any problem paying it.
Okay.
I do.
We like that. We like that.
Yeah.
We like
Don't get
the
excited
compliments,
about that.
Compliments.
Yep.
Love compliments.
pictures in the morning, text messages in the morning.
Yeah.
When you wake up, like, oh, now I'm up.
Hey, right.
And hey, once in a while.
Once in a while. Yeah. That's a good thing.
I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
But you want to know that your person is doing the same thing for you as well.
Oh, you
Like,
don't.
you
As
want
a
to know
woman,
that
as a
you
woman, you don't give none of that unless you feel that he has to earn it.
I think in the past mistakes I've made, I have. In the past, I have shown more of my hand and given more than what I should have in the beginning instead of really getting it to know. Because I even had to tell somebody one time, like, you know, you can sometimes, like, pick me up some perfume. And because you know that's what happened just now.
No. The fact that you told somebody that.
Yeah, I had
that
to.
you had to tell somebody.
I had to say it. Like, you can do that on your own. Like, do that sometimes. Because I know that if you're online and you're looking at something and I'm over your shoulder and I know that you're looking at something and you really like it, if you don't order it and I can, I will. And I'm going to surprise you with it. So we kind of moved away from something. I want to come back real quick. So we talked about what I would do, hypothetically. We didn't talk about what you guys would do.
Zach, this question's for you.
Who got it?
This question's for you, dog.
Me?
The polyamorous lifestyle. Another world, another time. Well, first of all, this world, this time for you. Would you do it?
Yeah, Chop, would you do it?
Wow.
You know, I'm answering the question.
Well,
When I do it, yeah, you just have to be 2 women.
so your wife can't have 2 husbands? It can't be you and somebody else?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Don't mix. I ain't gonna say, listen. VIG said it best
What?
on 10 Crack Commandments. But
Where's the equality in this?
that's not equal.
Where's the equality?
Listen, man, we ain't been fighting with swords since the ancient times. That ain't happening.
That's not. You don't have to be in the same room and all. Like you can have his part of the house. You have your part of the house.
So you just go from part of the house.
Ain't that what's happening with the what's happening in the other
I'm just so
relationships?
So you're.
Chuck, you might
This
not
is your
wanna
question.
Chuck,
So
you
you're
might
okay
not feel
with
like
both
being
of them?
bothered on Wednesday,
One
but
part.
he want to be bothered on Wednesday. So it's like,
What about the guy who want to be bothered every day?
Yeah, the guy, the softer guy.
Every day.
Every day.
Why you gotta be something?
I need this every day.
Okay.
He's in touch with who he is. That's not
Good question. So what about the woman that needs
She
to
get
take
it.
the attention every day?
She get it.
And a power.
Collectively.
That's why I like the idea y'all gonna have the family on, because that's a good way for us that are not in those relationships to learn more about you know how they make it successful and what their challenges are.
Right.
But back to you. You said yes that you would have 2 wives. Who's the provider?
Wow.
Who's taking care of it? Or do the husband taking
According
care of
to
2 wives?
According to tradition, a man would be the provider.
Okay.
Did you answer your question?
Okay. So you would be the provider of both wives. And what roles would your wives be playing? Would they both play the same?
Well, now that I
same
think
question
about
you
it,
asked me.
I probably it would take a lot of convincing to say to be all in, like all in. A lot of convincing, because that word provider is a very big word. Now you want to provide for one woman. That's a commitment, as he knows. But now you say you're going to be provided for 2
Right.
at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of responsibility, and that would make me say, "Ooh."
Well, but I think too, if you all sit down and y'all have an agreement on who's doing what, how y'all doing it, and with the finances and all that, it's the finance money guy.
Right.
I would think that everybody sit down and y'all come to some type of agreement,
Yeah.
right? On who's going to do what, and maybe all the way it's not on you, child.
Well, that's the case.
Would you-
I like the way you look at it.
You like that?
I'm on a split roll.
Split roles.
Split roll.
Okay, hypothetical, other world, not this beautiful world that you got going on right now. Other worlds.
Right. Would I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay, why?
I would. Because this is another world for one.
Yeah, another world.
But I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna talk about my world. So, prior to me being married, of course, if I had the option to do it, I would.
Okay.
You know, I would do it because I feel it's first thing I feel as though I can handle it. I think that if you can't handle something like that, especially with the realm of sharing, you know, and making sure that you are responsible for yourself and what your mentality is, I think that plays a lot into you making that decision. Now, young boy Zach, no, I wouldn't have been able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But around 30, 35-year-old Zach, I think that I would have been able to handle it.
Okay.
I was at a different point in my life. And I think that if I was still having fun at that time,
Yeah.
if I was introduced to the life, which I'll say this, I dated someone that was into polyamory
Okay.
before. And to me, it was exciting. You know, we had our own little world going on with things, and you know, it was a real proper introduction to the world. You know, where I was invited to certain places, I saw some things, you know, from other couples, other people that were involved, and we really had to sit down on what this whole thing was about. And I thought about it. I really, really thought about it. But I opted to go my own direction, only because at that time I wouldn't have been really, really ready for it.
Yeah.
But for me looking from the outside in, I think it was really one of those things where, hey, I can get down with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and the roles, for me, the roles would be more of course, the man. So it would be up to me to provide that, you know, that lifestyle, that comfort, that my women, because it would be two ladies, that we would be involved with. So I do think and believe that in this life, if I had a choice and thought about it before, then that probably would have been something I did. But I enjoy my married life right now.
If I had millions, it would be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be?
Because money wouldn't be. I wouldn't have to worry. It wouldn't be a money. It wouldn't be concern. It would just be like everything's taken care of.
Okay.
Like constant revenue, money coming in. It wouldn't be a decision had to be made. I mean, it would still be decisions, but not like
Be more of a life of comfort.
comfort.
Right. Okay.
And peace.
Okay.
I think that lifestyle would bring peace.
Okay.
But to both of you guys, what about the emotional needs of both your women?
So that's important.
Because that is a
That's
tall
important.
cup to fill.
Yeah, it is.
And you're talking
because,
to
you know,
women,
emotions.
and you're talking yes,
Very
and
emotional.
and you guys are emotional too. I just want y'all to know.
No, we
God-
are.
Yeah.
We-
Okay. 'Cause I
yeah.
always
No,
hear guys.
absolutely.
No,
Men,
let's-
oh yes.
yeah,
I
let's
always
be-
hear
let's keep
men
it
say,
funky.
"Thank you, Zach," because
Let's keep it
I get
funky.
so many
Yeah.
men like, "All women are emotional," and men. I'm like, listen, all I date is men, and y'all some emotional.
It's a reason why that there are a lot of men in jail
true.
because of women. You know, because of how they felt
But
about
that-
a woman.
yes.
You know,
Emotions,
so that
right?
goes to show you the amount of emotion that you have
Yeah.
when it comes. But the thing is, for men, women are more like an investment for us. You know, and truthfully speaking, we put a lot into it. So a lot of our emotions go into those women.
Emotional
You know,
investment.
making sure that you're okay. We want to keep you protected. I always had this thing where if you're with me, I'm responsible for you. Not just you, but your girlfriends too.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to make sure everybody get home safe because I don't want to have to explain to nobody that I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So when we do that and we are all in with women, one of the biggest things is that we want to make sure that we give you that protection. We want to give you that loving, nurturing care that you need. But in order for us to fully do that, we have to be in touch with who we are. And sometimes you got to go into the softer side to make sure that happens. And it's okay. You know, it's
Perfectly
okay.
fine.
It's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
So you're saying some men are emotional or they don't show their emotion?
You get both. I've seen both. I've seen where some men don't show their emotion and not tapped in enough to, or confident. I don't know if it's confidence, but they don't tap into your emotions or their emotions. So it seems like you're dealing with more of a brick wall, or a sense that some men think, well, if I'm a provider and I'm taking care of X, Y, Z, I don't understand why you're not happy. I don't understand why you have an issue because I'm paying bills, or I'm paying the primary
That's a lot.
bills, or I'm taking care of you.
It's a lot, right?
What's a lot?
Providing.
Providing is a lot. Providing is a lot, but it's not enough for me.
Yeah.
It's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. It's definitely a need, let's be clear. But it's not enough because I've been providing since I was very young.
Right.
I've been taking care of myself since I was very young. So I'm not looking for somebody to come in and rescue me. I'm not looking for somebody to save me or rescue me. I'm looking for a partner and somebody that pays attention, and I'm looking to be seen and heard. But most, like I said, like my father was a provider. My father was always the provider. My mom stayed at home until my youngest brother went to first grade. And I don't even think he wanted her to go to work then. When she went back to school, she worked and all that. I think he wanted, that tradition.
Well, that was a different era.
It was a different
that was
era.
a different time.
It's different.
And it's not, I don't think it's like that. It is like that, but it's not as much as it was back then.
Right.
It was just a whole different time, and that was just the way it was. And that's what you grew up in.
Yeah.
And it's just a different time.
Yeah,
Great example.
but I have to have my own. I definitely have to have my own. But I want somebody that can do both. Because I'm going to do the chips. If he fall down, like I got us, or whatever.
I like that.
I do. I got us. Just try not to fall. But I mean, if you do, hey, I got us.
Well, yeah.
That's a joke. That
You
was a
gotta have
joke.
what you create. You
That
gotta
was a
have
joke.
balance.
Yeah.
It's true in every joke.
Is it true for every joke?
It
But no,
is-
I would
it
never
is
leave.
true.
I have never. I promise
Don't
you.
fall.
Anything.
You better not fall.
Yeah, don't fall.
Yeah,
It's like
don't
no.
trip. My boy, don't trip, my boy. She ain't having it.
No, I would say. I would say.
So let's hop off of that.
Okay.
Because we definitely the brief. But what you hear, you're not being brief.
Oh, I'm talking too long.
No. It's a good conversation.
No. Trust. You're not talking too long. Now, when it comes to, perfect question. A lot of women. Water.
Thanks so much, water.
You drink some water.
I promise on everything. This is water.
A lot of women say that they don't have girlfriends because the dynamic of a woman in a relationship is always something, whether it's jealousy, whether it's envy, whether it's, the list can go on. What's your take on that as far as women saying, I hang with dudes more than I hang with women because there's no problems when I'm with the fellas, but women is always blah, yada, 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 yada.
Good question. Good question.
Okay, so yeah, I've heard that a lot. I have heard that a lot, especially being in the field of women, working with women and women empowerment, and then even socializing. I do find that there are different women who that is their take. Like they don't deal with a lot of women because of those because it's the things that you said, and
Right.
they probably had experiences that made them feel that way. Me personally, I enjoy people. So if you're good people and I enjoy you till I can't. Like I'm nice until I'm not. I always tell people that I'm good until I can no longer be good.
I don't want to see that. Not
Yeah,
nice
it's-
side.
yeah.
Like evil, leaner power. I don't want to see that.
It really is. Truthfully, it really is. But that's why I work towards making sure I stay. Pisces, man, we upstream, downstream. So I try my best to stay on the left side. And if I feel like situations or people are slowly bringing out different parts of me that I don't like, then I will separate myself or I will fall back or whatever. But yeah, to answer your question, I hear that a lot from women, and it could be their own experiences that made them feel that way. I'm not like that. I'm cool with you until I can't be cool with you.
More protecting your energy.
And more protected. Yes.
more protecting your energy.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And people don't normally recover from that other side of me, right? So, just don't, because it's unexpected. When that other side come out, it's so not good that it's
I'm scared.
don't be scared.
I'm scared.
It's very rare. I think it's very rare. I think there are a few people
We
who
good,
have
right?
seen it.
We good?
Okay, right?
No, we good.
We want you. Yeah, we know what to do.
We good. Yeah. I'm just keeping it real. That's just who,
Keep it funky.
you know.
That's right.
I am.
Funky Thursday.
I try my best. I don't have a middle. I don't have a balance. So try to keep moving. Let's try to keep moving.
Let's keep on positive side.
Yeah.
Zach, you have any more questions for Miss Stacey Don't Share Jackson?
I
Well,
got two for y'all.
okay. Well, no. I mean, ladies first. Ladies first. Because mine is going back to what you do for sister to sister.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go do yours, and then I'm gonna hit y'all with something. It's not heavy at all. But
Okay. Gotcha.
what's your question for me?
So on the 24th of May of this month,
Yes.
just wanted to bring up some of
yes.
the current events that you have now. And you are having a virtual workshop.
Yeah, we are.
And and what I read, it has something to do with grief.
It does.
Can you explain what that is and how people can get tapped into that? 'Cause that's in a few weeks.
That's actually in a few weeks. It is a virtual workshop. Thank you so much for bringing it up, Zach. Almost forgot about it. So our organization is Sister to Sister Connection. We are really focusing on self-care. We kicked it off last year. In August, we had I connected with the Black Brain Campaign for Rita Boyer, and she then connected us with Black Men Heal. And we had this dynamic educator come, Akiva Harris, and she did a workshop for us on setting healthy boundaries. Well, this May the 24th, we had from 7 to 8:30 p.m. It's a virtual Zoom workshop on grief. And we thought that was important because a number of us have experienced different types of grief, and not all of us have the tools that we need to get through it. And we also may not even share with other people that we're going through it.
Right.
And grief is not just about, the loss of a loved one. You can grieve, a relationship, marriage, going through a divorce. You experience grief from the loss of a job, transition in life. Any of those different things where there's a big change in your life, oftentimes we go through three different stages. The ending, the ending of it, you remember the other ones, kind of letting it go and then moving forward. And sometimes grief can cause us to get stuck. So my niece, Sania Brown, she's a grief therapist. She's a grief therapist, and she's going to do a virtual workshop for us to give us some tools on how to identify even when we're going through grief, because sometimes people don't even realize that they're grieving something, especially if it's not something so life-altering as death of a loved one or a friend. Like, there's other different things. So that's what that workshop is about on May 24th. Really looking forward to it. I hope people tap into that, log in. If you go to my social media, we have the Sister to Sister Connection Facebook page, we have the Instagram. One of the women is doing our website and our press packet right now. But the link is there. Get in touch with these wonderful guys if you want to log into it. It's free. There's no cost to it.
Free.
We just need you to register because she may send you some information prior to the event. But I'm looking forward to it. And she started, so real quick, Sania is the therapist. She's my niece. But she started, this became her platform, her niche, and what she specialized in when she experienced both her grandmoms, my mom and her other grandmom, they lost their sons to murder. So for her, while she was in school, that was something that became really that she was passionate about. So they have their own therapy business called Just Breathe. Her and my other niece are both their sisters and they're therapists, and they're on the daycare like, hey, what you got going on? My son is producing a movie. So I just got some dynamic. They having a cast call this Saturday, May 11th. So yeah. So that's what that's about, like just making sure that we get the healing that we need. And it's for men and women. It's for anybody. It's not just the women. So thank you for bringing that up, Sam.
So is there a deadline for them to sign up for it?
I would, I'm going to probably close the registration that that day, earlier that day, May 24th. It'll be better if people register by that Monday, so that if she does want to send some information out prior to the workshop. So it would be great if people were interested, they signed up. I can't remember what that date is right now, that Monday before leading up to that Friday. But thank you. I'm gonna leave it open now. I'm not gonna shut it because I never know. You never know who might want to at the last minute log in. And if you just want to come and support a loved one. I know there are people in my life that did not know how to support me when I was dealing with and there's nothing wrong with that, but they didn't know how to support. They just don't. They didn't know how. And my behavior or lack thereof of me showing up the way that I would normally show up, sometimes people took that personal.
Right.
When it wasn't about them. It was about me going through my hurt, going through my pain, me retreating and not being able to talk about it. And then the people in your life are like, you shutting them out, or you acting funny, or you acting weird. So even if you just want to support someone who you think might be going through that, please log in.
Yeah, we need that in our community.
Yeah.
We support you 1,000%.
Thank you guys.
And before we wrap up, we'll see you have a question.
I do have a question for you, and I do want you guys to, I'm going to keep giving you information about the fundraiser in October too.
Okay.
But I want to say to you too, because I know that you guys have been friends since you were 14. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm 14 years old.
Yep, I was 14, you was 13.
I had
I
been.
was 14, man. How you gonna give my age?
Yeah. You trying to date
14
my
years
girl.
old.
You trying to date my woman. I knew how old I was when I was dating her. No, you trying to take my lady. Look, Stacey, I seen you on the porch. You trying to shout you trying to give her my lady at the time.
She wasn't a lady. She was like 15.
She was mine though. Not like that. Not territorial. But
It was very. All right.
We were together.
What's the question?
I feel like I need a drink. No, but I'm not. No.
I
I drink water. I feel like this needs to be.
Wow. Never comes out.
This is quite a few times. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Good.
So
Go ahead.
Okay. So it was water.
You got enough left?
I got enough left. I'm telling you, y'all too. All right. So since the question, this is a really interesting question now because my question for you guys was, knowing what you know about each other, and as long as you've been in each other's lives, right? You know how people always say, okay, what advice would you give your younger self? What advice would you give the younger Zach today?
Oh, God.
Zach, what advice would you give the younger Chuck
Green light
today?
Green light.
I'm just going to sip on the water.
She asked you first, so go first, brother. I'm interested in hearing what
Y'all been along his journey.
Wow, this is
So-
a great question, and he cannot answer this.
I can answer it.
Damn. All right. I would say, I would tell the younger Zach, all jokes aside, just be more honest. Be more honest in every facet of life. That's not going too deep, but just be more honest. And not saying that he was a liar, he wasn't a liar, but just be more honest in things, how you approach life.
Was that more about being more honest with himself about being
More honest
so
more honest with peers.
With peers. Be more honest with peers.
Friends.
more transparent?
More honest with your folks, your homies.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I'm interested in
We can talk about that off air.
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing what that means.
Talk about that off air.
Yeah, but I probably, I'm gonna say how I take that.
No,
Because I have to. I can talk
Well,
about.
And you guys, you cannot block them, sir. Zach, thank you.
Yeah. So I have a right to go on and say with that what I feel like that is. So a lot of times in my life, I am not, as the word that you use, as transparent. So sometimes I keep a lot of things to myself. So I may not tell you everything that's going on. I might give you a tidbit of it. But that came in growth. You know what I mean? It came in growth, and it came in time where I was a little bit more transparent. That was my shy side. So I don't take that no type of way, because I know what type of person I already am. But at the same time, just like anything in life, it took work, you know, for me to get there. So I might have started conversations and I told you everything because I didn't feel comfortable with doing it. I might not know how to say things, you know, or I just might have been confused with myself and didn't know how to take it within me. So, I mean, it could be pretty valid, you know what I mean? But like we said, when we talk about caring, it's already what it means. But yeah, that's how I took it.
And I understand that, and I can relate to that. I can, because it takes a minute. When people think they're getting the full version of me, there's still a lot that I'm holding on to, or whatever. And it come out as I become more vulnerable as I can trust more and as I'm growing more. So I can get that. Thank you. Thank you for your turn. All right, Mr. Zach.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna do that. But what I would tell younger Chuck is, I would say to him, not to be as emotional about things. You know, some things it just doesn't cause the amount of emotion that he pushes out there. You know what I mean? And I learned something a long time ago that you cannot, you know, help what other people feel. You can't tell them how to feel. You can't tell them what to do with that energy.
Yeah.
But for me, some of the things that, you know, we've seen throughout the course of our life, and I'm just talking about with our relationship. I'm not talking about anything else on the outside of it. You know, sometimes his emotions take the best of him. And it's projected outward in a certain time when it doesn't need to actually happen. Or if it happens, it can happen somewhere else. More on the secluded side, more on one-on-one, versus it being projected to be more outward. So I would say to him, not to be as emotional, but to kind of, you know, just really push it to the point where it's more controlled. Yeah, but sometimes he can, you know, be that way. So that would be some of my advice.
Sometimes I was that way.
No, so you like that. Look, we're not gonna get into it, but you like that.
But see, y'all been in each other's lives for so long. That's why I asked that question.
It's not a shot.
It's not a shot. It's not a shot.
This is the truth. It happened today, so you know.
Because I ain't answering your damn text.
No.
Fuck that text out.
See what I mean? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? It ain't got nothing to do with you not answering the text.
Yo, man.
It ain't got nothing to do with that.
We just fighting about it.
But that is, y'all are like, I can't use that word.
I
won't say it.
Say that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I won't say it.
No, because she cannot say it. They can read lips. What do you do? So, yeah.
I'm so thankful y'all let me be here. I really
we appreciate you.
I
love that question.
Is great.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I love that question.
I enjoyed you.
I'm going to tell the people, even though you're not going to tell the people.
Oh, what? What am I telling the people?
You might be coming back. Just to let you know.
I like that.
You might be coming back.
You gotta come back.
Like continuously whenever you got time.
Oh, I love being here. I don't want to break. I don't want to, you know, make y'all have to change the name on the.
No.
Okay.
No, you're not changing.
Can we get? Can we?
No.
Not we, but no. I'll try.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brief was crazy tonight. It was not brief, but we know you got more out of it tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You might have not a co-host, a tri-host. I don't know. And what I was going to say was, your podcast possibilities are on the horizon.
It's in the works.
It's in the works. That's in the works.
You do well.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Thank you. I'm really trying to learn from y'all in this industry, y'all that's doing the thing, and step out. My son been trying to push me to do this right before the pandemic. Okay. And other people have asked me. Me and another person, we started it, and that's my girl. No. Some things happen in my life and I had to pull back, but I need to.
4 years later, you want to brief.
4 years later, I'm on the brief. My very first guest on the podcast. So guys, thank you. I hope this is what you were hoping it to be.
It was. And Zach, let's give a personal shout out to the mind state of the. You can tell I'm really freestyling this. The genius mind state of our videographer.
Oh yeah.
Dre,
Yeah.
your official life. What is the life?
You can call him Dr. Dre. You the doctor.
You're a doctor.
You the doctor.
It's already a doctor.
The video doctor.
The video
Video
doctor.
doctor.
That Dre don't do the video.
Nah.
He do that.
On that note,
I got a
the
nice
brief has
setup.
been crazy. Make sure you
gotta do all that.
listen.
What's your regular job, man? What you doing? Take us off the right way, man.
I'm doing. See what I'm talking about? Honest.
I love it here.
Honest. Make sure you comment.
Now I know what he's talking about.
Make sure you comment, subscribe, share. Emphasis on comment and please on the YouTube page. Subscribe. And just make sure you stay in tune with us. And we still doing the brief intro contest. You and another person get together. Y'all do the video. And like I said last episode, Zach got $100 for
No,
me.
no. We got $100.
I had nothing.
See, you told me to be honest, right? That's
not,
honest. That's best.
That's not honest. So,
I love it here.
Stacey loves it here.
I do.
We love it here. We love it that you're here.
Picture.
Come back.
Appreciate you.
Adios.
Thank you guys.
Shot. That. The brief. The brief. The place we go to chill and get relief. The brief. Where we keep it real with all our beefs. Peace. Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Ah. Sheesh. I'm Chop. I'm Zach. Cigar Lounge, where we spend most of our time at. Folks come through, we see where they mind at. I'm bound to say something crazy, might have to rewind that.